All right, so welcome back to another episode of SFA Live right here at the Summer Fancy Food Show. And of course, this is another great episode of some of the most innovative products right here in specialty food. In Sadrah, of course, with No Evil Foods, which I love this name.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
very
stepping
much.
on.
Glad to be here.
All right, so No Evil Foods. First of all, how'd you guys come up with this name?
Walking in Hanoi in Vietnam.
Okay.
Yeah, interestingly enough, longer story, but what the name really means to us is it's a reflection of our mission to do good.
Yeah.
So the concept of no evil isn't just the products that we create, but it's also how we communicate with our community, how we treat our staff, how we're living wage certified. That informs all of our decisions as a business, and we really just want to be a positive influence.
So really a purpose-driven type
Very much so.
organization, which is great. I mean, that is... If you look around at what's happening in food service today, there is a real underswell or undercurrent of movement in the space, both from the consumer side, but also from chefs and operators that are really trying to go this direction in making
it's really
food
exciting to see.
just better, which is great to see it at a stage where we're starting to see critical mass happen. All right, so let's talk about kind of the creation of No Evil Foods and some of the products. What are some of the ingredients? How are you guys going about producing your product line?
Sure. We take a very artisanal, kitchen-grown approach to making our plant meats. The protein base is chickpeas and wheat protein. We don't use any isolated proteins, which is really unique to our product. We don't add any fats or oils, which is another very distinguishing quality to what we do, but we still give you all the flavor and texture. So we're really producing a very clean label, minimally processed alternative to meat that consumers are very, very drawn to and responding great.
Yeah. The kind of approach you guys have taken to go to market, was it focus group oriented? What was some of the processes you went
in a
through?
very informal way. We began at farmers markets, and so we had very direct lines to the people who were sampling our products.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've been to a farmers market, but people can be quite opinionated.
Yes.
So they aren't afraid to share their thoughts, and some were positive and some weren't so good, but we took all of that and it really helped us formulate and build our products. Particularly for myself, I've never eaten meat. I was raised a vegetarian, so I don't have that memory bank to draw from. So we really took people's feedback to heart when they gave it to us.
Which was your first meat, and when was the process of you guys actually going to market?
Yeah, our very first sale was in April of 2014, and we arrived at farmers markets with two different sausage products. It was our Italian sausage and also our Mexican chorizo.
Okay. Why? Those are spicy.
Those are a little spicy, yeah.
That's a tough. Those are tough to make too.
Yeah.
So, was that do you wanted to take on some of the tougher products first to see if it could be done, or
not necessarily? I mean, these products arrived because of my desire to make better products. As a passionate home cook, I wasn't finding products that were available to me that fit the bill and performed to my standards. And so all of these came out of my home kitchen.
Yeah.
And what I wanted was an Italian sausage, and so that's what I made. The process of developing that was a lot of research. I literally spent time on sausage making forums and researching what old Italian grandmothers and grandfathers have been using in their Italian sausages for generations, and applied that. You're working with a plant protein versus working with an animal protein. A lot of that's all about the seasoning, and so if you can hit that and then follow it with texture, you're golden.
Yeah, I've got a good friend of mine who runs a little group in Florida where we're from, our studios, and it's amazing to me how he can recreate taco meat, just with walnuts and a few items in terms of recipe.
Sure.
But just the mouthfeel is there, the seasoning that he's been able to do. It's pretty amazing what they're capable of in terms of recreating it.
Food doesn't need to be complicated to be good.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about kind of the manufactured food side, or the fake food side. And I won't call it fake food because it's not really fake food, but how consumers may portray it as fake meat type thing. So do you feel like we have to get over that stigma for the meat eaters of the world to be able to embrace what we're doing in the plant-based type products?
Yeah, I think we're getting there.
Yeah.
I think that there's always more exposure, and we like to say that it's not fake meat, it's real food, because it is meat. It's just meat made from plants. If you look at the historical origins of the word meat, it really refers to any solid food. That's why you can have coconut meat or nut meat, for instance.
Right, okay.
And so
That's
it's a
a good point.
textural thing, and we supply that textural meat experience, and so we really feel confident in that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I love that. I've just recently have gone plant-based and exploring a lot of different angles and ways to prepare my meals and things like that. I'm amazed at the number of options that are available to the market, both for home cooking and now we're seeing so much more plant-based options at the restaurant side. What are your thoughts on that? Do you
It's
feel
incredible.
huge growth?
I love it. I mean, I've been eating this way for over 30 years, and it wasn't this way 30 years
Right.
ago. And that's, we spent a lot of time in the kitchen growing up, and that's how I became comfortable making my own food and
Uh-huh.
transitioning into a business. But I think all of the opportunity for all of the companies that are coming up is incredible. All of the exposure. Every time that someone has a positive experience with a plant-based meat, they'll go and tell their friend
Yeah.
about it. And someone who may not have been as open to trying it will maybe consider it.
Yeah.
And I think we're always just planting those seeds, and I think the more the merrier. Bring
I think
them
that's
all.
it was for me. It was just seeing the number of new products that were hitting the market and the number of flavors that were
Mhm.
really being exposed in plant-based, which was pretty amazing. Let's talk about distribution and how No Evil Foods is going to market. What's your process?
Right. We have about a 70-30 retail to wholesale split. So we're definitely more retail focused at the moment,
Okay.
but we see a lot of opportunity in food service.
Hmm.
We have national distribution retail partners through UNFI.
Right.
And we're in stores nationwide in like Whole Foods and Fresh Market, Publix. Some of these will be launching a little further along down the year. But we're quadrupling our store count this year. So we've
Well,
got a lot of growth.
Yeah, and it's great to see that you guys are kind of balancing the two major categories being grocery and
Mhm.
food service. Food service continues to grow in terms, especially the specialty food market,
Right.
which is where we're seeing a lot of introduction of products like yourself, but also even packaged goods that are making their way into food service. What are your thoughts on the future of No Evil Foods around chef adoption and brand adoption from the food service side?
Yeah, I mean, so far we have chefs making amazing food with our products. People that are using our chicken shreds to make mole recipes that have been passed down for generations.
Oh, okay.
People that use our recipe in traditional barbecue establishments because it can be smoked. It really responds to a broad range of culinary techniques, and so we've seen chefs really adopting what we're doing because of that. If they're used to working with tempeh or tofu, they're used to a different experience, and they're very happy when they can use our proteins and make all of the recipes that they've always made with traditional protein using a plant base.
Yeah. All right. So soy free.
We don't use isolated soy proteins. A few of our products use an organic soy sauce as a seasoning.
Okay. And GMO.
We are all non-GMO, working on certification.
All right. So the whole idea around clean label, you guys obviously are there. When you look at kind of some new products or new categories that you might start entering into, you started with the chorizo and the sausage. You had the chicken in the front burner competition.
Right.
What are other things are you guys working on for the future?
Yeah, we have a pulled pork product as well that's already available on the market, smoked over real hickory wood. We also offer a seasonal Thanksgiving centerpiece called the Pardon, which is a wonderful thing to incorporate into your holiday centerpieces. And for next year, we're going to be introducing some jerky, which we've done some tasting on already, and people are chomping at the bit to get their hands on that.
Excellent. I can't wait to see that one.
It's going to be great.
kinda
Shelf
cool.
stable and great for active people, hiking, biking, that sort of thing.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's an interesting point too, is the occasions in terms of meal occasions
Right.
are really shifting now. It's no longer breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
People love
You're
to
getting
snack.
you're getting a lot of this new introduction and finding great good snack products that are either protein based or something that can kind of get your energy levels up
Right.
is really a trouble. Listen, you guys I think are on track to do some cool
Thank
stuff
you.
here.
Thanks.
Congratulations on your work. Keep at it. Thanks for stopping in on the
Yeah,
show
my
today.
pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So for all of you, stay tuned again right here as we continue to stream live from the Summer Fancy Food Show right here on Foodable Network.